Y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's the Amber Raquel. Today I decided to do a video due to the fact that we're in quarantine and I wanted to be productive. And this is a video I've been wanting to give you guys for a while. The shirt I have on is from Milan de Rouge. I'll put it in the description box below. And so I'll just be getting right into the video. We'll be talking about my military experience. So, what branch should I serve in? I served in the Air Force Reserve. I've served for 5.5 years. I'll be out in October of this year. Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's the Amber Raquel. Today I decided to do a video due to the fact that we're in quarantine and I wanted to be productive. And this is a video I've been wanting to give you guys for a while. The shirt I have on is from Milan de Rouge. I'll put it in the description box below. And so I'll just be getting right into the video. We'll be talking about my military experience. So, what branch should I serve in? I served in the Air Force Reserve. I've served for 5.5 years. I'll be out in October of this year. I cannot wait. What is my job? And I'm looking at my notebook because I wrote down what exactly I want to talk about, so this video is not super long. So my job is personnel. The actual job title is a 3 Foxtrot 0X1. What that basically means is I do administration, but I deal with people, because in the military or in the Air Force, you also have administration positions where you're just doing like admin, like they're just admin. But it's like two separate entities. Either you're working for people. Well, that's not the way I want to say that. Let me scratch it. Personnel, you're working with people's records. Administration, you're working under somebody doing like administrative work that that individual or individuals don't want to do, basically. So what has my experience been while I've been serving? So basically I served or joined the military for educational purposes. Everybody's reason when joining the military is different. Some people want to serve their country. Some people want to get away from their family, want to travel. To each his own. Mine was just for educational reasons. And it's all a game. I mean, I'll go into my basic training video like at a later time, and I can explain in further detail on how it's a game. But with any job, I feel like with corporate, like in a corporate setting, it's a game. Like you have to know how to play the game in order to succeed. Overall, I enjoyed what I did. My job in the military was dealing with deployments. So I was a person that would make sure everybody's record, or whoever was going through my line, I would make sure that the record was good to go. And if it wasn't, I would have to tell them, you know, go get your stuff straight before that they can like leave to go to Iraq or wherever they had to go to. I don't know, it was a very high tempo job. It was very tasking, but it was like really fulfilling. Like I loved it. Like it was very stressful at times, but I don't know, it kept you on your toes. I don't know, I like being in stressful positions. It makes you feel like, come on Amber, you got stuff you gotta do. I don't know. So this is kind of the information that I feel like everybody always used to ask me and people always wanted me to clarify. Okay, so what is regular Air Force? Regular Air Force is 365, 24/7 full-time military members. They're stationed all over the world. If, God forbid, something were to happen, depending on their job, in a moment's notice, they may have to be called up to get ready to go on a plane, to go to X, Y, and Z. Regular Air Force is your full-time members. They're like the people that would get called up to go deploy first. Essentially, a lot of people always ask me, because I'm in the reserves, but I was active duty technically for 4.5 years, almost 5 years in my enlistment. What would I recommend someone to do? And I normally tell people to, if I were them, I would have done a 4-year active duty enlistment, because really that's what I did. But I was just stationed at home, whereas I could have been stationed like overseas or stationed somewhere else, you know? So I always tell people, go active duty for 4 years. If you like it, you can continue to do it. Or you do the 4 years, you get your educational benefits, you get out, and then you come back home and then go to school or whatever. Most people go in the military for educational benefits. So you get out, go to school, get paid to go to school, work, and stack that money. You just have better medical benefits with your TRICARE. You have better educational benefits if you do a 4-year active duty tour. Once you do your 3rd year, you'll be eligible to use your post 9/11 GI Bill, which is where you'll get paid. Well, you'll have 100%. You will have hit 100%, where you'll be able to get paid to go to school once you get out of the military. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm talking all over myself, but that's like a really good thing. Whereas if in the reserves, there's no educational benefit that's like that at all. There's no benefit like that being in the reserves. You have a lot of travel opportunities. You can get stationed overseas. You can get on a lot of TDYs depending on what your job is. PCSing, where you can travel or move from one base to another. So you can go from Hickam, let's say Hickam to Hawaii. So let's say you get stationed at Hickam for your first duty station. Then your second duty station, you get stationed at Aviano. That's in Italy. And the military would be paying for that move. It's really cool. And then you have deployments. And there's all different types of deployments within the Air Force that you can be put onto. So with the Guard, that's part-time. They're dual status, so they're federal and state. They also have medical and educational benefits, but theirs is different, and I can't really speak on guardsmen knowledgeably due to the fact that I'm not in it. But I'll definitely put the link to the National Guard in the description box below for those that are interested. But for the reserves, they're also part-time. They're 1 weekend a month, 2 weekends a year for the enlistment contract. So in the reserves, you're off rip going to be doing a 6-year enlistment contract. You can't do anything less. And technically you're doing an 8-year contract, because after you hit your 6 years, 2 years of those, you're going to be in the ready reserve in the event something were to happen and they have to call you back up. So you have medical benefits and you have educational benefits. They're just not the same as active duty, which is to be expected because you're not full-time. And then you also have deployments. So with Guard and Reserve, the deployments are a little bit different. I keep playing with this. Hold on, I need a drink. So bubbly. Hold up, y'all. So with the Guard and the Reserve, excuse me, a lot of people always say, oh, in the reserve and the guard, I don't have to deploy. I can choose not to. To a certain extent, that is true, but you signed a contract just like everyone else, and if they need you to go and you don't have a legitimate reason on why you can't go, you will be going. Okay. Hopefully y'all found that information very helpful. It took me a very long time to record the video. Like, excuse me. But I hope you guys really found it informational. If you guys have any other suggestions, please put in the comment section below. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, loves.